About 18 months ago, I started a dedicated Pinterest marketing strategy. Since then, my web traffic has increased almost 200%, and 2/3 of my web visitors now come from Pinterest. I regularly have new clients book with me who tell me that they found me on Pinterest. If you're ready to start your own Pinterest marketing strategy, then you're in the right place. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mariah, the owner and creative director of Mariah Riona Branding, helping creative female entrepreneurs build brands with confidence and success. This month's topic is social media for your small business. And today I'm sharing my top tips for how to book more clients using Pinterest. You should know, Pinterest is a search engine. The first thing you need to know about Pinterest is that it isn't really a social media platform. I included it in this series because a lot of people group Pinterest in with social media marketing, but in reality, its social features are fairly limited. Pinterest is actually a visual search engine. We're on there searching for things like inspiration, advice, tips, and there's a huge search bar at the top of the app. Once you understand that Pinterest is in fact a search engine, you can better understand how to use it to market to your clients. Pinterest and SEO. I've talked before about using SEO or search engine optimization on your website to increase your ranking on search engines like Google. Well, you might be surprised to know that you can use SEO for Pinterest because it is a search engine. The idea is the same, but the implementation is different. Instead of trying to get your website to rank for certain keywords in your niche, you would try to get your pins to rank for those keywords. And then those pins would link to your site. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's start at the beginning. Here are 3 steps to drive traffic from Pinterest to your website. Step 1, create valuable content. Now let's talk about those pins. Like I said, the point is to create pins that link back to your website. But nobody's gonna click on a pin that's super salesy or gimmicky or doesn't provide any value. The trick is to create valuable content that solves a problem for your ideal client. If you're scratching your head right now wondering what's an ideal client, then hit pause and check out my video, why you need to figure out your ideal client first. Once you know who your ideal client is, then you know how to create that valuable content just for them. And this valuable content should be in the form of blog posts. You want your ideal client to find you on Pinterest because they're searching for something that you, as the expert, have the answer to. So they click on one of your pins and land on your blog, where you not only provide that answer, but you introduce yourself and your brand. You should also aim to provide so much more value that they stay on your blog and click around to read more of your posts. This way you can build know, like, and trust with your new visitor. I suggest publishing 1 new blog post a week, then pinning that post to Pinterest. Step 2, create your pin graphics. All right, so after you've created your valuable content in the form of a blog post, you want your ideal client to find it. And like I said, Pinterest has been instrumental in helping me connect with my own ideal client over and over again. To do this, make sure you include several Pinterest graphics in your blog post. As you may have noticed, on the Pinterest app, vertical pins get more real estate than square or horizontal images. So you definitely want to use vertical images for your pins. Pinterest recommends a 600 by 900 pixel graphic or a 2:3 ratio for all of your pins. Previously, pinners, myself included, would exploit the added space that was given to vertical pins, and they'd create really long pins that would take up a ridiculous amount in a user's feed. However, Pinterest has started to throttle back the exposure of those super long pins. So really, it's best to stick to that 2:3 ratio. As a professional graphic designer, I create all of my pins in an Adobe Creative Cloud program called Illustrator. For non-designers, you can use Canva, and a lot of my photographer clients use Adobe Photoshop. The thing is, some of your pins are just going to be more successful than others. It could be the design, the wording, or the imagery that makes one pin really take off and another fall flat. So that's why I always include 4 different pin graphics in each post. I vary the design and imagery, and then I create a slightly different headline for each pin. Over time, you can start to see which pins are doing better and start to replicate the same qualities in your new pins. Step 3, Regularly pin content to Pinterest. Once you've added your Pinterest-worthy graphics to your blog post, you want to pin those graphics to Pinterest. You'll want to make sure that all of your boards on Pinterest relate to your niche topic in some way. For me, that means having boards about branding, website design, photography, graphic design, marketing, small business tips, etc. Then you'll want to pin from your blog posts to your various boards. Pinterest likes users that are pinning regularly. For me, that's 20 to 30 pins a day. But you don't want to spam your audience by dumping 30 pins into your feed all at once. So I actually use an app called Tailwind to pin for me. This app is amazing. I log in about once every 2 weeks and spend about an hour filling up my queue with pins. Then Tailwind pins for me on a schedule based on the best times for my pins to go out. So I'm only spending an hour every couple of weeks, but I'm pinning all the time. Using the app is honestly some of the best time and money I have spent on marketing. If you want to learn more about Tailwind, click that link down below so you can sign up for a free trial. And to recap, for your own Pinterest marketing strategy, you'll want to first create valuable content with at least one new blog post per week. Then create your pin graphics. I suggest at least 4 pins per post in a 2-to-3 ratio. Last, pin regularly on Pinterest. And check out the Tailwind app to pin on auto. Well, I hope this video has inspired you. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get started on your own Pinterest marketing strategy. And if you've got questions, just leave them in a comment down below. Pinterest is an amazing tool for small business owners, but it's important not to put all of your eggs in one basket when it comes to your marketing. Want to know how to use Instagram to grow your business too? Well, check out that video that just popped up where I share my top 5 tips to grow your Instagram for your business. Thanks again for joining me. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next video.